Good morning and welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. I'm your host, Samantha Wall, and we are here with Charmaine Ridley. Her and I are just talking a little bit about, life and mindset and stuff like that. We were just discussing. Oh, I didn't see. It looks like Stephanie's on. I'm pulling you over, girl, if you see that invite. I don't know why you didn't come on, but we were just talking a little bit about mindset and Charmaine, what were you just saying right before we went live?
Well, I know when I originally first met you, we had talked about, you had said something to me. This was just I feel like we've known each other forever. But I remember our very first encounter when you said, I had met you off of Instagram and you said, you are, in a nutshell, I'll give you the not watered down version, but the summary. And you was like, you are pretty much what you consistently do. And you were saying to me, the reason why you're not having success is because of the consistency, but also because your mind is doing so many things. You need to focus on one thing. And it just like every morning, I've now started writing out just things that like conversations that we have. Sometimes people be very, very surprised at how you could really learn from somebody else that is doing similar to what you're doing, but they're running their business differently and they have had experience. And I was saying that this morning I wrote that my mind is my greatest weapon. And it's one thing that you got to remember about the mind is it can even be the weapon of mass destruction, destroying all the things that you know is what you really want for yourself, or it could be your greatest strategy. In your mind, you could put together the strategy that has your greatest success. And I think when we spoke, April, when I first met you, May, when I first met you, you kept saying, basically you got to plant the seed of success in your mind. And know if you just consistently do these things, even if people don't show up, even if people don't come out, even if people are not on the call, just keep doing it, keep going. And I kept saying, when I get on, YouTube, or when I get on my little videos, nobody don't want to hear me. And I know what I'm saying is bringing value. I know it's bringing it home. And you just said, if you just keep doing it, keep going, keep doing it. What you do today, which we just talked about, what you do today in 3 months and 6 months will come to you easily. Just keep doing it. And so that's what we were talking about. And I was just reminding you of some of the conversation you and I have, the texting back and forth. People don't know, you feed off of each other, but sometimes you can just learn from somebody else. I've been in business for 10 years, and I think I've learned more in just these last 4 months than I've learned in 10 years about what has held me back from success. And like you said, consistency is the key. And every time I stop advertising or I stop marketing, my money stops. So yep. I can't do that. I can't do that this time.
Well, and people are always watching.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the truth. It's just, it's the same thing as, when you start calling your leads and stuff like that, and all of a sudden someone's like, you just go, hi, I'm Samantha Wall. And they're like, oh, hey, Samantha, I've been following you. And they know you. Like when I first started this and I started calling, and believe me, my calling was scary as all get out too. Mm-hmm. But, now it's gone from, who are you, to, oh, wow, Samantha, I follow you. You caught my eye and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you saw on Facebook this morning, I got my article published in the Network Marketing Magazine.
All right.
I saw it. Awesome.
Yes.
Yes. So you guys want to hear the crazy story of how that happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, going back to mindset and what Charmaine said, I don't want to lose track of this real fast, but going off of mindset, I don't know if you guys have watched, I definitely put this video out in I'll do it again in Tipsy Tuesday this morning. It's You Are the Creator 2 is the station on YouTube, and it was one of the first videos that I had watched as far as mindset, and really, I practice mindset every day, 20 minutes a day at least. I think it's so important to keep this going, because otherwise, like Charmaine said, it's it'll just go away. And the more, the more you think about the money that's not in the account versus the money that will be in the account, don't dread on the fact that, believe me, I can tell you guys right now, Scott's honor, I have known what it is like to live off of $5 until the next pay period. No joke whatsoever. I ate top ramen. I did it. I've been down the roads of bankruptcy, foreclosure. I've seen it all, guys. So it's not like, you have to have the money to be able to do this. You have to have the heart and you have to have the mindset. And when you put those two together and go out there and show that passion and be consistent, like Charmaine said, it's nothing but success for you the rest of the way. I mean, if you just keep going, it will happen. So I'll post that YouTube video, and it talks about how, nothing in life is free, is what everybody thinks. But the truth is that every single one of us were born, and we were given our brain for free. And how many of us allow our brain to just do what it needs to do? If we could live 100 lifetimes, guys, we still would not come to the ability that our brain can go to. And this coming from a person who also has, had learning problems her whole life and has struggled very, very hard to get this working correctly. It's a matter of really, you go out there and you want to lose 10 pounds, you start putting better things in your mouth, you start walking, you start exercising, you start doing what you need to do to get this looking right. You also need to do it for this.
Come on. Yeah.
So just make sure, if you're going to spend 20 minutes in the gym walking or whatever, you also need to spend 20 minutes right here, and that's a perfect time to do it if you're out walking the dog. That's pretty much my exercise, is walking the dog right now. I'll get around to it. So anyways, back to the Network Marketing Magazine. I was doing my normal routine of calling prospects. And I ended up picking up the phone and was kind of getting ready to run out the door to get my deliveries and stuff for my other business going. And ended up picking up the phone. This guy, I said, "Hey, George." He says, "Hey." I said, "This is Samantha Wall." He goes, "Oh my gosh, Samantha Wall. How are you?" Blah, 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 blah. Started talking, told me that I had caught his eye and that he thought that I could potentially help a lot of people and teach a lot of people, and that he owns the Network Marketing Magazine. And this was on Friday. He said to me, "If you could get me an article, a video, or both, that would be great." So I was leaving, left the house, came back, emailed him real fast, and was like, when is my deadline on this? When do I need? And he was like, "Yesterday." Well, I hadn't talked to him yesterday, so he was obviously meaning like, let's get this done. Well, my husband was out of town, so I didn't really have a lot of time to just sit down and focus. So I kind of decided what I was going to do it on, and then he had told me that the article was about prospecting, so I decided to do calling your prospects, just like we did the Tipsy Tuesday a while back. It's one of my favorite topics because I think that as we go through this journey, it's one of the things that is the hardest for us. A lot of us would much rather sit on Facebook and message people all day long and talk to them and build relationships, and that's great and dandy and all, but not until you actually talk to them on the phone will they truly, truly remember who you are and really start opening your emails. And so, so I decided to do the article on calling your prospects, and I submitted it yesterday, and it got published today. So I'm not sure exactly how it goes. They set me up with an account, so I might be a constant writer for them once a month.
That would be awesome.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I'm pretty excited. I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, I can't. And that's the importance of calling your leads. Like, it might not lead to the close of your sale or to this or that, but that is why this business is called networking, is because unless you're networking, it's not going to work. And it's hard. It's so hard for me, guys. Before network marketing, I was the locked Facebook page. Nobody needs to see pictures of my kid and this and that. And I was just I am a very, very private person. So coming out and being open and honest with people of who I am and telling people how I got to where I got was a tough thing for me. So picking up the phone and thinking that I had something over the person I was calling was just crazy to me. And so it took me a very long time to start calling, and now you can see where calling your leads gets.
Yeah, but the biggest key is your transparency is what got you to greatness, is getting you there. Because you were able to share your story with someone else to let them know you ain't the only one going through this. You're not the only one who's experiencing this. I know you can't find a job. I know you're about to turn in the dust looking for a job, but you know that there's something greater in you. So that's, the phone was just a tool to connect you to the voices and the people.
Absolutely.
Make it happen. And but the biggest key is our very thing that we're not good at, that is really what drives us to our purpose and destiny. And it's also the very thing that I believe is used as the bigger picture. You are really a testament to a young person that may be struggling with reading, struggling in a disability, struggling with saying, I know it's in my mind, but it's not coming out of my mouth and I'm not able to project it. So that's greatness. That's a great influence. That's a great story to help someone else. But it's also the very thing that is going to catapult you to major financial freedom and turn it into millions of dollars. Because that's a great story. I'm just so happy for you. Just look at that, Just look at that. I'm excited. It's your time, Sam. We talked about this the other day. There's a difference between a time and a season. I think there was a season when we knew that there was something bigger and better for us. But it's our time now. So in your time, every open door is going to happen. Every open door is your success is right there. All you have to do is walk through it. And you pick that phone up, walk right through the door, article published.
Yep. And believe me, when I was writing this thing yesterday, and of course I'm being my background and that I'm not, most people can sit on a webinar and just write notes and write notes and write notes. I'm like this. Achievement, 'cause I can't spell. But so yesterday I was writing this and I was waiting for my dad to get home or someone to come and edit it for me and tell me that it was correct and right and this and that and above, and it just started getting later and later and later, and I said, you know what? If this is my path, then I have to send it out. Grammar be wrong, whatever. You got spell check, so you're pretty much okay there. Yeah. But send it out. It is who you are, and eventually somebody will hear your story and, be able to relate with it and hopefully change their life. Yeah. So it was exciting. So I pushed send, and then this morning I woke up. First thing I did, I looked on and I went, oh!
Yeah, and now that's even more stuff you can use to promote yourself, because now you're like, look it. They want me in magazines.
I know it was crazy, but that's going back to mindset, and I don't know. Have you seen The Secret, Charmaine?
No, I haven't.
Oh, do you have Netflix?
I do, but I don't watch TV. I must admit I've never watched Empire, Power, any of those shows. I read a lot, so.
There's it's book format too, but you can find it on audio, YouTube as well, and I suggest watching that. The Secret is just one of the most amazing things, and I truly believe that The Secret brought me to where I was. I kept going, and I kept believing that I was gonna be able to blog and do articles and do all this stuff, and sure enough, just like The Secret says, if you put it out into the universe, it's bound to come back to you. Yeah. And so, just having that, being able to call someone and have that is just amazing. Here, I'm gonna do a screen share just because I'm so excited about this. So how are you, Stephanie?
I'm doing fabulous.
How's your week going?
It's going great. I don't know. Went to the office yesterday, got up. Tipsy Tuesday days, I'm not going into the office anymore, but we'll see. This way I can focus on getting some other content done, because I'm trying to get into the office so I have time away from the pets and the dogs and the everything, and then other than that, there's we worked on a lot of mindset and motivation and really clearing things out in the last week. Because sometimes if you you're kind of living a cluttered life, it kind of clutters your head. So I used to be more of an advocate of donating and getting rid of things, and it kind of went away, and I even was starting to find I was trying to hold on to clothes that were too big on me still, like I might gain weight again, and it was time to let go. And that's really you know I'm a lot about mindset, and I work on that a lot because it's important, because if you're pouring it out and you're giving it to people, you run out of stuff for yourself. So you need to pour it back into yourself before you get into a deep hole again. So we did a lot of just giving, and a lot of stuff went to Goodwill this weekend, and sometimes it's not just about business, it's about organizing your whole life around you, because like we work from home and we can be like, oh my God, the dishwasher's done, I'm going to go unload it now. Oh, there goes the dryer. So that's why I'm trying to focus on getting into my office just a little bit, and we got the house cleaned out, and I'm not saying that it was bad before, but you know how it goes.
Yeah.
You hold on to this, or you hold on to that, because you might need it, and you never do. So that's what we've been working on. And that came a lot from, I don't know if either one of you are in Deep Abyss, but that was something that has to do with learning to receive as well, is giving and receiving.
Yeah.
So that was very impactful on us in the last week.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I've been cleaning out stuff as well. It's been madhouse over here as far as cleaning and stuff, and it is so true to be able to walk up to something clean and know that whatever it was that was bothering you for so long is now no longer weighing back here telling you this and that and above. And especially like what you said about holding on to too big of clothes. I mean, it's but we all do it because you don't accept that that's where you're at now. You might fall back, or and to be able to say to yourself, no way, I'm moving forward from here, and get rid of that is truly amazing.
Yeah. So we had to take a step back. I mean, we've got a lot going on in our business, and we have leads that we get in regularly. So we're making our calls and everything, and it makes it easier when you're not distracted, we're finding. So, and it really did help clear a lot, and it made it easier to work together because the house is running a little smoother. So I don't know.
Nice.
That's what we've been working on.
Nice.
So, and he's actually here today. He's on the webinar. He didn't have to go do anything today. So.
Well, tell him to come say hello. I haven't heard from him. What's going on?
He's watching it in the other room. So.
Oh, yeah.
You probably heard the lawnmower going outside because the yard was getting mowed, and he goes running out. Turn the lawnmower off.
So, where are you mainly getting your leads from right now?
We're reaching out to people and just trying to make friends. So not that hard. Eventually, I mean, I did. It's it. You go and you make some friends and talk with them, and either they're looking for you, you're looking for them, or they're just going to be your friend. I know I'm not. No picture. There's no picture of me, right?
No. Yeah, we're not seeing you, but it's okay. We just see the picture of you and Kelly.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, Kelly.
What's going on?
No worky for you today?
No, you guys are awesome.
No.
Nice.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
no.
I was gonna ask you guys, have you built a funnel with some training in it?
We have before. It's been a while.
It's an ongoing process to really get it down right and make sure everything's integrated with Aweber and all the leads coming in, so it's all integrated.
We hooked one with a webinar last night.
So we did one we're doing a webinar every Monday on our opportunity that we have. So we do trainings every single Monday on webinars on there, on our account there, and just learning how that works and being able to tie what's available with the funnelizer. What we have, I mean, what we have at our fingertips is everybody would die for it if they had that.
You could put pixels in
and
the
you can, and
webinar on air. So
and yeah, you can put pixels on your webinars on air page. The link that they hit, you can put a pixel on that, so that person that can maybe come to your Tipsy Tuesday just one time, just showed up one time. But now you're able to follow that person around for up to 180 days.
Your Facebook, if you're using your Facebook pixels.
So it's good. It's pretty interesting. It's a lot of, and anybody can do it. And it's just about, like this morning. Once you learn how to do something, you don't forget how to do it. I went and jump roped this morning for 20 minutes. I haven't jumped rope since college.
Wow.
And I was Rocky on TV.
You don't stop.
But I mean, once you do it, you don't forget. So if whatever it is, whether it's the funnelizer, if you want to figure out the funnelizer, go on it every single day for 90 days, and I guarantee you, in that 90th day, you're going to be 100 zillion times better than what you were on day one.
Yeah.
And we're starting to get people to come to us.
And the attraction
like
is
my daughter, even last night, she's like, "Oh my God, her girlfriend, her dad's been trying to get a hold of you. They need you. He needs you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
So I've been working with the funnelizer, trying to get that all figured out. Is basically what I'm dialing in on, and doing the funnelizer along with what Diane's been teaching us with the Deep Abyss.
Yeah.
And it's all on your mind. I mean, I don't know if you know my story. I haven't been on here, and I don't know how long it's been since the beginning of Tipsy Tuesday before I started working again. But I wrestled growing up. How much time we got? I'll make this short.
I'm like looking at the time.
You're good. We can go a long time. I don't care.
But I wrestled I started wrestling since I was 5, and started going to camps, like week-long camps. When third grade, I probably started doing that when my mom trusted us to go to a college and live in a dorm for a week and get trained by Olympians, get trained by college athletes, gets trained by all these great wrestlers, and then just finding a passion with it. And by age 16, I was already traveling to Hawaii, Australia, and New Zealand on an all-star team. So being able, what you did in the past and what we're doing right now, just think what you're going to be doing 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And it's all never quitting. Dial into one thing. Like I had, my high school record was 126 with 123 pins. 126 and 6 with 123 pins. I pinned 123 people in my high school career. I mean, that's
a lot.
I didn't do that by accident, but I did it by hard work and what you do behind closed doors that no one sees. I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and running 5 miles before high school or before school started. And just to be able to cut weight is another thing. I mean, my natural weight was 145 in college, and I wrestled at 118 pounds. And when I wrestled, tournaments and stuff, they gave you a pound. But when I wrestled the match, my weight was back up to 145 pounds, and I had to lose 23 pounds within a day. And I've done it within 2.5 hours before. And it's all in your mind. If you want something done, and you want it bad enough, you got to make that switch in your head. There was this one college, he was an alumni from Princeton. And he was talking to the college, they were getting ready for their conference tournament. And he's like talking about, he's like, any one of you guys can be a national champion. There's a little switch in your head that physically in your brain, there's something that actually has to physically move or touch or do something inside your brain in order for you to make that decision. When that touches, that's when you make your decision. And he's like, you know how I know this? Been a brain surgeon for 15 years. And when you make that decision that you're going to be successful and you're going to take whatever you're doing in life and you want to make it work, you yourself have to make that decision. And you will do everything you have to make it work. And it will work because you believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Well, and I think, you know, because I've obviously heard the story a couple of times, but I've also got to hear other stories. So I think one of my biggest takeaways with, and it can be for anything, is how did he get good at one particular move? When he went to practice, he didn't practice on a bunch of different moves. He practiced on the same move over and over and over and over until he was bloody and his ears are messed up.
You see the
it was
picture?
from the same move over and over and over and over and over until he did it in his sleep, because he practiced with the big dogs, and by the time he got to his weight class, he could throw those kids around like nothing. He had to practice in a position where everybody was bigger than him. And he practiced
just in high school,
over until it was perfect.
In high school, I wrestled 103 pounds. My freshman year, 103 pounds. My sophomore year. But I practiced with people who wrestled 145, 150, because I knew if I could hang with them, people my weight would be like ragdolls, and that's pretty much how it ended up. So when you're doing your marketing, get with the big dogs, get with the people who are doing it right. They're obviously doing it. They're just the same as you and me. They're the same person, still got the 24 hours in a day, but you have to start somewhere. And if you can look at on that picture, that's a cauliflower ear. That's from me doing a high crotch to a double leg over, and I bet you I did that move. I can guarantee you, I probably did that move in practice over 50,000 times, 100,000 times, maybe more than that. There was another wrestling quote that really made sense to me. You're not an expert at anything until you put in 10,000 hours of work to that one thing. 10,000 hours. Then you're an expert.
But if you want to get good at something, you only need 20 straight hours. That was from Live the Dream this year. 20
straight hours. Mark it down. So if you're working on Funnelizer, okay, I work for 30 minutes here. I work for 40 minutes there. Make a list and come down in 20 hours and see where your knowledge is.
Wow. I like that.
It's all this with what we've been following Diane Hockman, and it's all and it just goes along with what I believe in because of the mentality that I had with wrestling, and it's all in your mind. And there goes the dogs.
Like 12:30.
It's 12:30. They know it's time.
Yeah, they are. They're like, we know it's 12:30. Sorry.
So you guys are gonna have to tell us a little bit more about these pixels.
Yeah, it's just well, you get it in the back end of Facebook, and we're not sure how to track them yet because it has to do with the advertising. So off of your Facebook page, you do advertising. Well, these pixels, once they hit that link, because it's like if
you just attach it. So once they click on your link,
once they click the link for the
they're
funnelizer,
eligible.
It clicks their electronic signature type in outer space here, and it holds them. It holds them in your realm of being able to retarget them in Facebook with your ads.
It's all on. You can't do it off your personal profile. You have to do it off your fan page. So you attach those pixels on an ad, on a funnel. You place it on the back end of a funnel, so when they click your funnel, the pixel's already there, and then you're able to track them.
You track them through Facebook. So when you're running ads, you can say, okay, I want to run an ad towards the people that clicked this. We haven't made it that far. We've made it as far as to looking at the pixels, and the pixels. There's a spot, so when you're in Funnelizer, they have the different tabs. So the first tab to set up the funnel, the second tab to set up, users, and then there's another tab, I'm not sure what it is, and then there's another tab, and that's pixels, where you can put in pixels from your Facebook backend of your business page. There's a video on it in My Lead System Pro.
Well, you guys should figure it out and come to us next Tuesday and show us how to do that.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, Charmaine, you haven't played with the funnelizer very much, have you?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, this isn't your Google Hangout. This is in your webinar on air. This is this program, that we're running. So when you send out your lead sign-up page for Tipsy Tuesday, the minute they click on that, without even putting in their name and phone number and email, you've captured them electronically to retarget them on Facebook.
So you can have Tipsy Tuesday will be following them around for 100 every time they get on Facebook. There's Samantha Wall, Tipsy Tuesday.
Just running out.
It's on the right-hand side of the Facebook. And
you got to bring that to us next Tuesday. Can you guys do that?
We're working on it.
Yeah, some of the things
We'll bring you what we know.
We know by then.
Okay, that's fine. That's
And
fine.
we'll learn all
Running
this.
ads,
Yeah.
but we'll capture something and find it.
And another good thing to do too is if you haven't started, and I learned this from Linda Baba, Baba or Bamba,
Mamba.
Linda, Linda.
Uh-huh.
Well, she uses the funnel just as one thing to capture people to put on her newsletter, and then she's got a pixel on the back of that newsletter where it'll just follow you around. So, and even though you don't sign up to her newsletter or Tipsy Tuesday or whatever you're trying to get them to sign up, you're still going to be following them for up to, and you can
target them with Facebook ads.
with up to 180 days, and you can pick how many days that you really want to follow them. If you only want to follow them for a week, if you only want to follow them for 30 days.
Wow. Yeah, you guys definitely have to bring us what you know next week.
Okay.
Because that sounds really, really beneficial. And we can definitely start marketing that.
So if they even click on like your whatever, like you can make a funnel and funnelizer for Tipsy Tuesday, and have like a video or thing. And as soon as they click on that video or whatever, they're able to be tracked.
Yeah, see, the only thing that I've used Funnelizer for is I have a 30-minute Periscope training, and then I have a 30-minute Twitter training. And instead of sending out the link in our back office of MLSP, where Michelle does the training for Twitter, I now, in my DM message, it's actually my training. So when I call them, they've watched 30 minutes of training by me personally, so they know who I am. It's not, like, wait, but it was Michelle Pesco-Salido that I was watching,
Right.
So
we actually did that after, not this year's Live the Dream, but last year's Live the Dream. We came back and did an Instagram training like that too. But then we never used it.
And I don't know if it was one of the Tuesday Hangouts right before Live the Dream, and it's in the back office. You can go look it up. But it's with Linda and Diane, and how Linda has been in MLSP since 2011. I don't know if you know her story or not, but she's been in MLSP since 2011. Has never reached L1
till last month.
Until a week before Live the Dream.
Oh, I didn't. I know her. Ever since I started with MLSP, I've kind of followed her. I thought that she joined right around when I did.
L0 until a week before Live the Dream, and now she has created her list just with the funnelizer. She uses that funnel just to create a list. That's all she's getting from the funnel, just to put them on an email list. That's all she's doing to get leads, and then with all her videos that she's done, because she's done the work.
She's built it.
She's built it. She's got the content back there, but no one was getting it until she started building a list.
And hers was a lot of mindset as well. It was getting over herself. She could give it out, but it was learning to receive it back, I think.
Yeah.
So. But I think she's already signed up 10 people.
She's already an L2 already.
Good for her.
Good to green, yeah.
Well,
We all got it. We all got that click. It's just once we get it, then it rolls out.
Once you make the decision that you want to do it, and I've made that decision, and we're going to be unstoppable.
That's right. Well, we all go through our process. Some are some people have a longer process to go through, but we all have our own process, and as long as you never give up, there's no way you can fail, right?
That's why we're all 4 of us are here, because people don't make it this long in home-based business, not typically, especially this long. So
yeah, I definitely say pat us on the back, and whoever's here watching right now, whether you're watching the rerun or you're here live, pat yourself on the back as well, because you are proving that you are ready to learn and ready to keep going, because this is what it takes. It takes getting on webinars. It takes learning from other people. I mean, if you can watch a 2-hour webinar and only get 30 seconds of an aha moment, but that could completely change your business.
Mm-hmm. And that's all it takes. You just have to find that aha moment, and sometimes it takes time to find that because you don't know where it's coming from. But that's one thing because at night I write down what I liked about the day. I write down something I like about myself. I write down 5 people's names and what I like about them. And then in the morning I wake up with intentions and I write out what I'm going to do for that day.
And email yourself.
And email it to myself. And one of them is what I will allow God to do for me, or the universe, or whatever everybody uses for their own self. And sometimes it is allow me to ask the right question so I understand. Allow me to understand to ask the right question. Sometimes it's different, worded differently, but sometimes you don't know the right question even. I'm finding it's like, okay, so I want to know, but I'm not sure. And it's just finding that exact, okay, evaluating what it is, and then be like, oh, that's what it is. Okay, if I ask this question, maybe it'll get me to the next spot. And that's really was sometimes it. So.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got that from a book from Larry Hockman. So.
I like him too.
Me too.
Me too.
The Juggler.
Yeah, I read that book too. I've read 2 of his books. So. How to receive and learn to juggle. How to juggle. So.
Awesome. Well, okay, one last thing before we get going. Charmaine, did you find out what that app was for Periscope?
Slinger.
What's it?
To record your videos?
Yes.
Slinger. Slinger.
Slinger.
It's Slinger, and it records your Periscopes. It'll also allow you to download it to YouTube.
Yeah, because I've been hearing people using it as their blog content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, this week, which is today is September 1st. So if you're watching this as a rerun, tomorrow, September 2nd, there is a webinar for Periscope. Mm-hmm. So you can register. You can get a hold of either any of us to get a registration, or you can go to sammywall.net and register. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited about Periscope. I haven't really been playing on it much because
It's addictive, and I'm on here all day, and I
know you are. I know.
You see me up there. I gotta get my life, because all you keep saying is Charmaine's recommending. Charmaine wants you to watch. Charmaine wants you to watch. Biz Long Queen wants you to watch. I get crazy on there. You know why? Because it's just, let me tell you, is this group called Tag Tribes. They so off the hook. So you had to use pound Tag Tribes on all your stuff. It's so many of them, but they're straight entrepreneurs, and they are everything. And you know the summit's coming up in New York, and I think it's October, November is going to be packed. I'm thinking about going. Yeah, Periscope, Summit. And it's quite a few MLSP members that's in Tag Tribes. I'm finding that out because there's like 2 guys following me. It's Tag Tribes, but they're with MLSP, and I'm telling you, they are on fire. One guy, I don't even remember I don't know his handle name. When I went on there, he said he was with MLSP. I know people were just signing up. It was crazy.
So So you just hashtag tag tribes?
Tag tribes, yeah. So tag tribes is a group of people who only do 80% of my network marketers, but they are also entrepreneurs. Some of them are serial, so they have like multiple businesses. And I'm telling you, they be dropping so many jewels that'll make you say, what? Let me write that down. But it's this guy, he's on there late, he gets on there late in the evening, probably about 9, 10-ish, every single time he gets on there. And I'm going to find out what his name is, because he says he said MLSP, you know, I was like, MLSP,
You're my friend.
but yes, he gave you, oh my God, not Larry, I don't even know what his name is, but he said it last night, he said it Saturday night, and he has like minimum 500 people be on his broadcast, but he be giving you the jewels.
Wow.
How to get followers on Facebook. He talked about the same thing, which is, you know, the same thing Kelly was talking about, and but it was the MLSP takeover, because people was like, I've never heard of it. What is that? I was like, he about to be L4 by tomorrow.
Right. If just one of these people sign up today.
Yes, but he gave you some jewels, like how to get consistent traffic on Twitter. Twitter is his playground. You could tell that, because he just knew everything. Like, he knew so much more than I knew, and I love Twitter. That's my, you know. Oh man, he knew stuff that I never even thought about. But he was like, DM him, and I know I said he gonna be L4 by tomorrow. If he's not already, he probably is, but you know.
Is it Larry Byard?
Larry, yes. That's his name on Twitter, but it's a different name on Periscope. Like, he has his name underneath, but it's something. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know he was that awesome.
Yep, he was.
He's in a couple of groups I'm in, so I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I want to say Larry. It gotta be. I'm gonna check it to double check, but I think that's him. But he said he's with MLSP. He was like, I don't need. What I loved about him was the delivery. He was like, I ain't gotta sell you on nothing. If you want success, all you gotta do is let me know. And people would just, you know, go. You couldn't even give a comment because it was full.
Wow.
Every night he's on there only twice a week, but it's full. As soon as he come on, it's like boom. Can't get on there. You can get on there, but you can't comment.
You might get to hurt him.
I'm gonna find out what his name is, but he said he's with MLSP, and he gotta be, because he knew he went to live the dream too. He did say that, and
Cool.
He a beast though. I ain't gonna lie. He a beast. Yeah.
MLSP is where it's at, so
That's right.
anybody that's on, get with whoever invited you, because
Mm-hmm.
You want success, you need mindset, and you need MLSP.
Yes. Yeah. You need an MLSP gives you the know-how. You cannot execute without knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
A dream is just a dream without vision, and until you activate your faith, that's when the vision happens, and you need MLSP to activate your vision, because otherwise you'll be shooting it in the dark. It's like building a house with no blueprint.
Yeah.
exactly.
When I think of vision, I always think of, you know, if you ever watch the Winter Olympics and you watch the giant slalom, those people are thinking where the gates are all the way down the whole course before they even go down it. So before they're going, if you watch the Olympics, next time the Winter Olympics on, you're watching skiing or something, watch the giant slalom skiers. They will go through each gate and they'll do their movements before the whole thing while they're getting ready to ski.
Huh.
And like premonition.
And that's just like when I went out to wrestle, right, like the 10 seconds before I went out to wrestle, I visualized what move I was going to pin him in. And I did it.
Yeah.
And it's all seeing that vision. Like she said, you got to see it. You got to see it before you're going to get it. Because it's just going to be a dream unless you see a vision.
And you know, we know what they say. You stay in a dream too long, you get stuck in a trance. And we're not trying to do
that. No.
I like that.
Mm-mm.
Very cool. Well, all right, guys. So we're gonna do pixels next week.
Yes.
I'm
Tell
so
us
in.
this, Sir Kelly. We want to know.
Yeah, even the small amount that you think you know, you're gonna blow our minds. So
You guys
I'm
are like,
excited.
oh, what? And we're like, oh, you don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you get the chance to look at Pretty Link for blogging?
No.
It's called Pretty Links.
You know what, Pretty Link? It's a back end thing you put into your blog, so that you can make like like your SammyWell.net. It makes it so you can make a link SammyWell.net /Tipsy Tuesday /pretty / whatever you want it to be. It just adds a
to your training, like if you're going
SammyWell.net
like Tipsy, like if you're going to Tipsy Tuesday on Periscope training, it's Tipsy whatever it is /Periscope, so you can add that pretty link of
So you
what
have a custom link
for each thing.
Very cool. I just went through and was playing around with my blog. I'm just trying to learn it all and stuff. And I went through a video, and there was a bunch of plugins. Have you guys done any type of plugins for SEO?
No. Well, our site was built for us before, and I messed it up. But I do know that I'm waiting for MLSP to come out. But yes, that's what Pretty Link is. It's one of those plugins.
Right.
So.
Yeah, as soon as MLSP comes out with theirs and stuff, I'll definitely bring on these 4. There's a list builder. It's free, and it like pops up in your blog and says, join my newsletter. Just put in your email, and boom, it goes straight to Aweber. So you can build your list that way, and it's a free blog or a free plugin. And then there's SEO plugins, and then there's the being able to share it to other social networks straight from your blog. There's a plugin for that. So.
Good. So we got lots of content to go through for the next couple of weeks.
I know. We're all like, okay, so next week's Pixels, and then from there maybe, well, as soon as MLSP comes out with their blog, we'll definitely be.
Yeah, it's coming soon. Did you hear it's coming soon? All the EMT and MMT are getting it this week.
Yeah, they're working on it right now. That's so awesome.
All the integrations are working, I guess, and pretty soon.
Yay, yay. All right, guys. Well, next week's Pixels, so we'll see you guys here next week, and I hope you have a wonderful week. If you need me, call me.
We will.
And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.